The way young Sheldon Season 7 got around George Esser's cheating was a surprise. But it was always inevitable that the Big Bang Theory spin-off would recon his story. The Big Bang Theory only made scant references to Sheldon's childhood and adolescence. But these stray comments still came back to haunt the creators of its prequel. Young Sheldon is a lighthearted sitcom about Sheldon Cooper's dysfunctional family, which has caused the show to alter most of the details the Big Bang Theory established about his childhood. Sheldon's relentless bullying is barely even mentioned, for example, since it would make the spin-off much darker. Similarly, young Sheldon's characters act differently from their counterparts in the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's Meemaw was a stern, taciturn presence in the Big Bang Theory, but is a carefree daredevil in young Sheldon. Sheldon's mother, Mary, is less bitter and more understanding in young Sheldon. The biggest character shift, however, is from Sheldon's previously unseen father. George Sr. George Esser died before the Big Bang Theory began, but Sheldon and his mother consistently characterized him as an uncaring, drunken layabout. Young Sheldon depicts George Esser as a sweet, kind father and a classic sitcom everyman. Young Sheldon's version of George Esser wouldn't cheat on Mary. George Esser's characterization meant his canon backstory no longer made sense. Young Sheldon's version of George Esser is nothing like the thoughtless jerk described in The Big Bang Theory, and this can be a problem for the series. Young Sheldon Season 7, Episode 4, Ants on a Log and a Cheating Winker, finally addresses Sheldon's claim that his father was unfaithful, but the spin-off's handling of this plot has proven divisive. Ever since Young Sheldon's Season 6 finale, it has been inevitable that the spin-off would need to depict both George Esser's cheating scandal and his death, as the Big Bang Theory's canon states that both events occurred around this time. However, young Sheldon revealed that George Esser never cheated on Mary in a twist that was both surprising and inevitable. The revelation that Sheldon walked in on Mary wearing a wig and assumed the worst was new to viewers, but revealing that Sheldon was wrong about his father's extramarital affair was always bound to happen. Young Sheldon made George Esser a much kinder character than his backstory in The Big Bang Theory implied. As a result, George Esser cheating would have been a betrayal to the spin-off's version of Sheldon's father, forcing young Sheldon to divert from the Big Bang Theory's established canon. Young Sheldon Season 7's George cheating plot is its biggest TBBT retcon. The Big Bang Theory spin-off hasn't changed its canon this monumentally before. As much as young Sheldon has toyed with the canon of its parent show before, this is the first time the Big Bang Theory spin-off has completely rewritten a major event. Generally, the biggest retcons have been subtler, ranging from characters behaving differently to events from Sheldon's childhood being omitted. Changes like Meemaw's character shift after young Sheldon or Mary's meaner, more hypocritical attitude in the earlier show can be explained by the characters changing between shows. Similarly, the lack of childhood bullying can be chalked up to Sheldon misremembering his youth. George Esser cheating on Mary was a significant event that shaped Sheldon's character in The Big Bang Theory, and was one of the few things viewers knew about Sheldon's father. It is striking, therefore, that Ants on a Log and a Cheating Winker casually retconned this tenet of Sheldon's past. Because the prequel made George Esser an unexpectedly sweet, caring character, however, young Sheldon had no choice but to erase this milestone event. In the process, young Sheldon made George Esser's impending death sadder by removing the act that made him seem so awful before. Was retconning George's affair the right choice for young Sheldon? Young Sheldon was right to change George Esser's story in Season 7. While explaining away George Esser's alleged cheating has ensured the tone of young Sheldon stays light and fun, this twist will make Season 7 darker in the long run. The fact that his son mistakenly believes him to be a cheat will seem less harmless and funny in the light of George's death. Despite this, young Sheldon Season 7 was right to retcon George Esser's cheating, since the alternative involved completely rewriting his character. Young Sheldon spent Seasons 5 and 6 trying to set up a cheating storyline between Brenda and George Esser. and these efforts never made tonal sense.